Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you guys about remakes and shows and movies that have been coming back into style or popularity, and my thoughts on them and my thoughts on checking some of them out and why they have resurfaced so much within the last couple years. So when I think of these kinds of remakes or things coming back, I think of Jumanji, I think of Roseanne, which just came back, I think of Fuller House, which was Full House, and then they came back with Fuller House. Baywatch, also another, and I've seen some of these and I haven't seen some of these. I have not seen the new Roseanne episodes, or episode I should say, yet. And I haven't seen Baywatch, but I have seen the new Jumanji movie and I've watched Fuller House. So those are gonna be the main ones I talk about in this video, and why I'm going to talk about why they're so popular and all that kind of stuff. So basically, Roseanne was a family show back in the late, I think it was from 1988 to 1993 or 4, something like that. I'm gonna look it up actually. Why not? Why not? Okay, it says 1988 to 1997. Okay, I was wrong. I was a few years off. But yes, this is, it says the synopsis. Well, I'm gonna say what I think what my summary of it would be first. Roseanne was basically about a family, middle class family, and their struggles with, but about their children and about work and about family and all that kind of stuff that goes with it. And they used humor to make it seem more entertaining. But on here it says, the story of a working class family struggling with life's essential problems, marriage, children, money, and parents-in-law. So yeah, basically what I said. I don't remember watching Roseanne when I was younger, but within the past year or two, I've been watching reruns a lot with my dad, and I do find it funny, and I definitely find it relatable. Like I said, I haven't watched the new episode of Roseanne. My dad watched it. I had class, I think it was on, I'm not sure what day it was. It's on Hulu right now. I'm not sure what day of the week it premiered. It might have been Tuesday, because I had class Tuesday night, so I think it was Tuesday. So yeah, I haven't watched it. I'm going to probably watch it, and if I do, I will put in the description box how I felt about it. My dad, he watched it, and he didn't think it was very funny. He kind of thought that Roseanne was kind of angry and that Dan was just kind of out of it, and he just didn't really think it was that funny or relatable, I guess. I asked my friend Shelby if she was gonna check it out, and she basically told me that she was gonna pass on it because she wasn't really feeling it or anything from the trailers anyways, she told me. So, but I mean, I'm the kind of person that gives things a fair chance usually, so I might try it out. But Fuller House, okay, I'm gonna look up Full House too. But Full House I can definitely describe better than Roseanne, because I grew up watching Roseanne. I grew up watching Full House. Brain fart. Okay, so Full House was on from 1987 to 1995. So it's basically about a man named Danny Tanner. He is a TV show host, and his wife dies. And when that happens, he is left to take care of his three daughters, DJ, Stephanie, and Michelle. Why did I forget that name? I don't know. And during this process, his brother-in-law and his best friend move in to help him with the kids. And that's basically what the story is about. These three guys, the father, the brother-in-law, and the best friend, helping the father with his three daughters. And I think what made it so great was that it was so funny, and every episode had one of those touching like life lessons in the end of it, and I don't know, I always thought those were so like fun. I mean, now that I'm older, I feel like it's more like not as fun, but it's more like heartfelt, I feel like, and like relatable, and just different from today's shows, because I feel like today shows, I feel like shows today are just, they don't really teach you anything, really. Unlike shows back in the day. Back in the day, shows were just, they were so meaningful and funny and heartfelt and really good. And that show was just really, really good. It was so good. And when I found out that Fuller House was coming back onto Netflix, I was excited. I was a little apprehensive, because that was one of the first shows from my childhood that came back, and I was like, is it gonna be good? I don't know. But I remember me and my brother, we binged it together, and it was really fun, actually. I mean, I think they're on the 3rd season now on Netflix. I watched the 1st season. I think I watched most of the 2nd season, and I haven't really watched much of the 3rd season. But you know, there's so many shows on TV, it's like, these shows, I like that Fuller House came back, because, you know, like, but it's very similar, because DJ, the oldest daughter, in this Fuller House remake, she is in the same position as her father. Her husband died, and she has 3 sons, and her best friend, Kimmy Gibbler, and her sister, Stephanie, moves in and helps. So it's basically the same storyline, honestly, just like she's the main person instead of the dad. So, but it's definitely not as, I feel like the main issue with remakes is that it doesn't feel as natural. I feel like it feels like they're forcing it to make people watch it and to make it seem good so that they can make money. Like, that's my biggest issue with, one of my biggest issues with remakes and these kinds of things, is that they just do it for money at the end of the day, I think, but I guess I can't, okay, I should be fair and say that I think some of these remakes and stuff, you know, bring that nostalgia back. I think that's one of the positives of it, but at the same time, it's not gonna be the same as it was, but part of me is like, so I don't know. I mean, Fuller House is not bad. The Jumanji in the Jungle was pretty good. I really enjoyed it, actually. It was really, really entertaining. I still love the original Jumanji movie. The original Jumanji movie can never be beat, in my opinion. But I felt that, unlike the first one, this new Jumanji movie with The Rock and Jack Black and Kevin Hart and Karen Gillan, it's much more humorous, I feel like. I actually don't really remember if the original was super funny. I don't feel like it was super funny. I feel like it was a little bit more serious of a movie, to be honest, than this new one. And I think that was what made it so entertaining, the new one, that it was just really fun. Like I said, I haven't watched Roseanne, but like I said, I'm a little apprehensive to give it a shot. But honestly, at the end of the day, I just feel like, I get why they're bringing these shows back, but at the same time, it's just, every time I see a new show come back on the air, I'm just like, why? Like, why can't they think of any original ideas, you know? Like, I get that they're using the nostalgic aspect of these shows and movies to bring the money and the people in to watch the stuff, and I get that at the end of the day it's about money, but I just never thought that these shows and movies would come back, to be honest. I mean even like Magic School Bus, which is on Netflix, that came back, and oh my god, that is a remake that I'm not happy about, to be honest. Like, it sucks. It's so weird. The animation is so strange and like weird, and the characters are weird, and me and my brother watched it and he didn't hate it, but I'm just like, ugh, just take it away from me, please. Just no. Like I said, I haven't watched Baywatch. I don't even think I watched it when I was younger, but I think Baywatch came out before I was born, if I'm not completely mistaken. Baywatch, yeah, 1989 to 2001. Oh, it was, surprisingly, I thought it was on before I was born. Apparently it was on, like, during my childhood, which I did not know that. But yeah, Baywatch, Baywatch is just about... This long-running series follows the adventures of a team of lifeguards on a crowded resort beach. Veteran lifeguard Mitch Buchanan watches over the younger lifeguards that come and go with each passing season as they keep the beaches safe for vacationers. Frequently, he must take action to save them from the raging seas and from the raging tempers that sometimes flare up between the young guards and in this stressful job. I mean, this is another point. I keep seeing The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, in everything. He was in Jumanji. He was in Baywatch. I didn't see the movie, but I saw the trailer. I mean, he's in everything. Like, legit. It's like crazy. I never thought that he'd be like a booming like actor who's like wanted by everybody. I never thought that in a million years. I mean, I think the first thing I saw him in was The Scorpion King, which was one of the Mummy movies. Like, I think that was my first like time I saw him. And I thought he was attractive, but it's just like mind-boggling to me that, you know, somebody like him, like he started out as a wrestler. It's just crazy. But my point is that I'm not a huge fan of remakes, but I understand why they are coming into popularity a lot. Like, a lot. Like, oh my god. Like, oh, and like I started watching this show, LA to Vegas on Fox. I don't know if it's supposed to be a remake of Wayne's, that old show about like an airport, but I swear to God it is. And Wayne's is way funnier than this show. This LA to Vegas, it sucks balls. It's not good. It's not good at all. Oh, and also, this isn't a remake, but there's another show, Champions, on Channel 5, I think, or 3 or something like that. And it's like Mindy Kaling's new show since Mindy Project ended. And it's about a gym. And I don't think it's really that funny, to be completely honest. I mean, I think the kid that plays her son in the show is like adorable. My dad doesn't really like him because my dad just doesn't understand those kinds of people. Gay people. He doesn't understand them, but I mean, I think he's freaking adorable and awesome, so whatever. But yeah,